Hey, reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League.
Welcome everybody to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. My name's Josh Hall. We're here with the Original Rebels Racing League Hardline Transport Solutions Outlaw Truck Series. And we're here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Again, my name's Josh Hall. This is Intensity Broadcasts, Casting's live coverage of your Sunday night truck doubleheader. Right now, Chris McLean is at the top of the board. And New Hampshire is a tricky track. We'll ride along here with Chris. And as you get down into turn number one, it's kind of want to be up on a little bit up on that higher lane, up where that darker around Adam Lang here, as we saw some issues there. Kind of want to ride along on that darker asphalt because that's where the grip is. And you hear Adam actually shifting, which is an option here at New Hampshire. Some guys do it, some guys don't. It can definitely burn off those rear tires, but it can also give you a good launch down the straightaway. And as you get down into turns 3 and 4, then you see Adam running that much higher line, which is where the grip is, kind of diamonds it off the corner, get the car, or truck in this instance, as much time to rotate as he can. And that's a lap here at New Hampshire. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight. And again, we have the same as last week. Eddie Smith, Andy Kurtz, Adam Lang, Logan Monteith, Chris McLean, Jonah Colbert, Michael Swink, Steve Loving, Tyler Barnett, Mike Kosick, Daniel Stewart, Travis Bieber, Jonathan Cofield, Fry Hubbard, Ryan Derrick, Brandon Pollock, and Steve McDonald make up your field of 17 here in the playoffs. As we have just about 10 seconds left in practice before we get ready to qualify here and then go at it for 100 laps here at the Magic Mile. Again, this is actually my home track. This track is about 2 miles from my house. It's a track I visit quite often. Always catch the races here, and it's definitely a great track to watch a race at. Sometimes the TV makes it look kind of boring, but there's always action all over the track, and we'll see that tonight as our first driver hits the track. That is the 99 of Logan Monteith. The other thing about here at New Hampshire is the tires do wear pretty quickly. The asphalt up here in New England is mostly granite. It's very abrasive, and you'll see the tires wear off incredibly quickly here. There's a big bump off of turn number 2 right where Monteith came off the corner. Can definitely upset the truck. And then there's a portion of the track where the road course comes on and off the track, and there's a big bump there. Even though it's not a straightaway, it's almost in your braking zone, and it can definitely make for a tough night as well. So we'll be watching a couple points here tonight. The entry into 1 and 3 are always hot spots. Coming off of turn 2 with the big bump right there, and then as they come across where the road course is right there, we'll see a little bit of action as well. There you go, Logan Monteith. Currently at the top of the board. Tyler Barnett coming off of turn number 4. You see from the blimp here, right here is where that road course comes on and off, and it could make for a challenge for these drivers. So we'll be watching that all night long, as well as the entry into the corner, as these drivers do use a whole lot of brake getting down to speed to make the corners. And don't be surprised to see some great side-by-side racing as well. I've seen trucks run all the way down on the apron through the corner to almost up against the wall. So it's all about where your truck's going to handle. And what you're going to be able to do is Adam Lang gets really loose off of turn number 2 on those cold tires. And the fact that we know that he is shifting, so that will upset that truck quite a bit. Tyler Barnett currently up to the top spot. Adam sounded like he's struggling a little bit here in qualifying. We'll have to see where it shakes out, but I don't think he's going to be having a very good qualifying start or starting position here tonight. Adam Lang actually gets up into the second position, so I was completely wrong. We have about 5 minutes left in qualifying. We have Ryan Huff just getting ready to roll off onto the track. So Ryan Huff takes the green flag, makes his way down the backstretch. I'm going to take the white flag here for his first of 2 laps. And trying to run that low as possible line while keeping the speed up and keeping the grip. And he's going to come across the line, and he's going to be up in the 16th position currently. See if Andy Kurtz is able to do anything better. And he's going to come across the line and currently be in the 17th position. Looks like that's all the drivers so far to make a lap here. We'll track information here tonight. "79 degrees air temperature here. Track temperature is 81. Low humidity, 53%. Overcast, though. That's going to cool off this track and make it incredibly grippy. The Hampshire Motor Speedway is just over a mile in length, 1.058 miles. It is made of asphalt and granite, as I mentioned, which is very abrasive on the tires. Turns are banked at 2 to 7 degrees variably. So it does have variable banking. Straightaways are banked at 1 degree. Of course, there is a 1.6 mile road course, which the Cup Series does not use, or NASCAR doesn't use, but is a really fun road course to drive around. I've driven around here on iRacing quite a bit. I've got a buddy who lives in New Hampshire and runs the road course in his little track days. Garrett Kinder says, Mr. Hall, how are you now? I'm doing great. I actually had a fantastic day today. Not to toot my own horn, but bowled in our city tournament today. Came home second place in doubles. Had a really good rest of the night too. So, and now I'm excited to be here and calling these two races here. Especially at my home track, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Greg Froelich comes off of turn number 4 into the stripe. And Froelich is going to, I'll be good enough for the 19th starting position. So we got about a minute and a half left here in practice. Don't forget, if you haven't already, like, follow, and subscribe whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. We do appreciate you coming out and joining us here tonight. Kinder says, hopefully New Hampshire treats you well in the booth. See you in a bit, and I hope so too. I hope New Hampshire treats you well in the second race. Of course, like I said, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Don't forget, we do have links down below. We have a link to the Original Rebels Racing League official website, ORRleague.com, where you can find stats, standings, and news all related to the Original Rebels Racing League. You can find that below at ORRleague.com. We also have a link down to our web store where you can find hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, mouse pads, you name it. We have it in our web store for both not just Intensity Broadcasting, but all of our favorite leagues, including the Original Rebels League and Thunderstruck. So you can check that out as IntensityBroadcasting.com. Of course, we can't forget all of the great sponsors that make this series possible. Starting with our series sponsor, Hardline Transport Solutions. And fueled by the memory of Matthew Mann. Danglang Racing Design, Smeal Racing Design, Shibu Inu Crypto. Peg Leg Felts, PJ Motorsports, Evil Empire Simsport, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Smeal Racing Designs, BK Motorsports, and Sabuski Window Tinting, all helping out to make this league the success that it is. And as the cars, or trucks I should say, are lining up here on the starting grid, let's take a look at our starting grid here. And as always, your starting grid is brought to you by BK Motorsports. And your Peg Leg Felts Pole Award winner tonight is the 84 of Tyler Barnett, with Adam Lang starting to his outside in position number 2. Chris McLean will be rolling off from the 3rd spot, with Logan Monteith in 4th and Jamie Mullins rounding out your top 5. 6th will be Travis Bieber, with Michael Kosick in the 7th position. 8th will find Eddie Smith. 9th is Greg Barnett, and rounding out your top 10 is Daniel Stewart. In row number 6, we'll find Brandon Pollock and Eric Burkhalter. Row 7, Steve Loving and Brett Bieber in the 808. Michael Swink rolls off from the 15th position, and Ryan Huff in that 16th position. Andy Kurtz rolls off 17th, and Ryan Derrick in the 18th position. Greg Froelich qualifies 19th, with Jonah Cofield back in position number 20. 21st will be Fry Hubbard with Steve McDonald in 22nd. Brandon Wallace back in 23rd. Matt Kleeman in 24th. 25th will be Mike Pertosa Jr. and Gary Wright in 26th. And Gene Watkinson in the 111 will round out the field here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. As we get ready for the pace truck to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. And Tyler Barnett hits the gas. We are racing here at New Hampshire as they make their way down into turns 1 and 2 for the first time. Barnett's got that little bit of an advantage on the low side as the field rockets off of turn number 2 down to turn number 3 there, side by side for the lead. Adam Lang fighting hard on that high side. Tyler Barnett on the low side. And as they come off of turn number 4, Barnett's going to be leading by just a nose. But Adam Lang not going anywhere, is up on that high side. And right behind him, Chris McLean trying to see which lane will be faster so he can get himself into position as well. McLean thought about looking up the middle there for a second, but now Barnett's going to take the lead fully away. Here Barnett shifting as well. He crosses the line to complete lap number 3. I look back at Adam Lang, who has a good launch off the corner, trying to get himself back in position. Try to take that lead back away. A little further back, Daniel Stewart is in a battle side by side with Brandon Pollock. And moves Stewart up into the 10th position. Oh, and caution is out. It looks like it's for the 808 of Brett Bieber, so that's going to bring up our first Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. As we take a look to see what happened to the 808. Looks like he was battling back here with Steve Loving and Andy Kurtz. Looks like a meeting of the minds there. Travis may came down just a little bit. Loving may came up just a little bit. And the two make some contact right in front of last year's champion, Andy Kurtz. But it looks like just a spin, no contact with the wall. He's going to be able to get back going without any real damage to that 808 machine. So no taker. Actually, we do have a taker on the pit road. The 99 of Brandon Wallace doesn't make his way on the pit road, as well as the 808. Looks like the two of them. Brandon Wallace took tires. Matt Kleeman and Brett Bieber just took fuel. Then Gary Wright was on pit road for an extended period of time. Not really sure what brought him on the pit road, as he's going to make his way back down pit road. Don't know if he's having some kind of mechanical issues. And when I say mechanical issues, that could be something as easy as having issues with his steering wheel and his pedals, maybe a graphical issue, something like that. Looks like he's got it fixed up and he is going to be on his way. And the lights on the pace car should be turning off this time. We'll be ready to go back. Green flag racing. So here we go. Barnett is going to take the outside on the restart, putting Adam Lang down on the inside. Chris McLean be rolling off third, and Logan Monteith will be restarting in the 4th position. Jamie Mullins and Travis Bieber round out your top 6. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Don't forget to drop us a line. Let us know who you're rooting for here tonight. Whether it's this race or the Sunday Night Truck Series after this, let us know who you're pulling for. We've got the chat up, and anything you say may be read on the broadcast. But here we go. Adam Lang gets tight down to, Tyler Barnett gets tight down to Adam Lang. So they hit the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. The 84 gets a great jump. Here comes the 5 of Chris McLean. Look down to the inside of Adam Lang. I think he got a little loose there. Had to get out of it. That's going to allow Logan Monteith to get up. But here comes McLean fighting back on the inside. Sorry about the lag there. I don't know what that was all about, as they are side by side. And now McLean is going to get up into the 2nd position. Aaron Adcock says he's pulling for that 23 machine next race. So here comes Monteith fighting back on the inside. A little further back, Daniel Stewart and Brandon Pollock are still going at it side by side. Only this time Pollock's down on the inside. Stewart is out on the high side. And right behind him we see Jonathan Cofield trying to make his way through the field as well. Currently up 6 positions from when he started here tonight. He's going to try to split Pollock and Stewart as we come off of turn number 4. They're going to be 3 wide down the front stretch. Oh, contact as Pollock and Cofield up into the wall. Caution, and will be out. Oh, and a couple more involved as well is Bertosa Jr. and Matt Kleeman made some contact there. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind as we take a look to see what happened to Jonathan Cofield. We're going to take a look here from the blimp as it's going to give us the best view. And 3 wide here at New Hampshire is tight, and looks like Cofield might have got a little loose there. Came down into Brandon Pollock, and that causes everybody to check up. And we see Bertosa, runs into the back of Matt Kleeman. And Kleeman makes some more contact with Bertosa, so tough break for Kleeman with a lot of damage to that machine. Oh, I didn't realize my Wreckage Rewind was still up. So let me re-show what happened there. My mistake. And we see Jonathan Cofield in the middle 3 wide. Gets a little bit loose. Comes down into the 1 of Pollock. That sends them back both across the track. And then behind this, we see Kleeman, who is trying to get slowed down for the wreck. On the 43 of Bertosa Jr. just does not see the wreck. Gets into the side of the 19. And then the 19 catches the side of the 43. Well, looks like Gary Wright had some issues after this as well. No, I take that back. So Kleeman staying out on, well, not staying out, but getting back out on track. Does have a lot of damage to that 19 machine. Doesn't look like he's going to take his reset just yet. I apologize for the trucks that keep disappearing. I'm not really sure what's going on, if it's on the iRacing end or if it's on my end. I'm taking a look at everything on my stream here, and everything looks like it's pretty solid here. So just going to bring up this ugly screen for a second so I can take a look here at we'll have to get that fixed up for the next one. Or under our next caution, we'll get that fixed up as the pace truck makes that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Green flag is back in the air, and another great jump for Barnett. Adam Lang, oh, some contact between Monteith and McLean. And again, on our next caution, I will definitely try to get this all sorted out. I do apologize for the contact between Monteith and McLean. Sends Monteith up the track. A lot of right side damage to McLean, a lot of left side damage to Monteith. Adam Lang able to move up into the third position. Got some chats here in the Tyler DeTalon says, let's go Evil Empire Simsport drivers. Tyler Barnett, Logan Monteith, Ryan Huff, and Adam Lang. He's pretty cool too. Charles Stevens says, let's go. What's up, Mr. Kinder and Josh? As Monteith goes back around Adam Lang to retake that third position. A little further back, we see Ryan Huff making a move down to the inside, trying to get around the 15 of Greg Froelich, but Froenich's a little too strong up on that high side. Looks like Jonathan Cofield had some issues a little further back. He just went off track and came back on track as the 21 looked like the 21 was going backwards down on the low side. See Fry Hubbard running all by himself as well. Side-by-side battle here between Cofield and Stewart. So Cofield trying to drive himself back through the field after taking a 3 wide and making some contact and bringing out the last yellow. Travis Bieber also trying to make his way through the field. Oh, some contact between Bieber and Greg Barnett. So far, your biggest mover of the race is the 5 of Andy Kurtz. As Barnett gets around Bieber. You see Kurtz looking at Cofield here, or Cossack, excuse me, trying to take over that 6th position. And there's one driver who's made up a few more positions than that. That's Brandon Wallace in the 999. Currently up 11 positions from where he started. Having a great run here as he's working around the 88 of Ryan Derrick. And now Kosick has Andy Kurtz right there on the back bumper. Further back, Michael Swink. Oh, Daniel Stewart is around. Caution is out. Not sure what happened to Stewart. He was just showing around on my screen. It looks like he may have disconnected. Greg Froelich was also involved in it. Oh, we see all the damage to the 15 of Greg Froelich. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. I'm going to leave the Wreckage Rewind up for a second as I try to fix the issues that we're having here on the stream. There we go. Looks like I have fixed the issue with the stream, so we'll get that sorted out. Well, hopefully that fixes everything. We'll take a look to see what brought out this caution. As we see this 15 in the 09 side by side coming down the front stretch. Oh, not entirely sure what happened right there. Let's see if we can take a look from the blimper. Another view of this. Looks like it looks like Froelich got a little loose on the straightaway, which is easy to do here. Comes down, takes Daniel Stewart twice, sends them both up into. Looks like Stewart just disconnected. And Chris McLean and Eric Burkhalter are going to be 1-2. Neither one of those drivers have come down to pit road. So everybody behind will have fresher tires. Again, don't forget to join us after this one's over for our second race here. Part of our truck doubleheader. As the Sunday Night Truck Series takes on New Hampshire Motor Speedway for 100 laps. Lights on the pace truck are off. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and refire them here. Pace truck takes that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. McLean hits the gas. We're back. Green flag racing and a great jump for the 05 of McLean. Burkhalter under attack now from Jonathan Cofield, who was involved in an incident a few laps back. Now finds himself fighting for the second position right behind. We see Logan Monteith, who's on fresh tires. Just got around Brett Bieber, and now Monteith looking all the way down to the bottom. He's going to try to make it 3 wide down into turn number 3. And Monteith, with those fresh tires, gets around Burkhalter, and he's going to try to get Cofield as well. Cofield slaps the wall off of turn number 2. They are still 3 wide as they come down the front stretch and into turn number 1. And Monteith is going to get himself up there as Adam Lang is around. Oh, bunch of trucks involved in this one. Daniel Stewart, Fry Hubbard, Matt Kleeman, all involved in this one. Looks like Greg Barnett as well. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. And it looks like it starts with Adam Lang here getting down into turn number 1. And looks like there's a bit of a checkup. Oh, he just gets run over from behind. So we'll rewind this just a tad, and you'll see there's a checkup in front, and Andy Kurtz doesn't see the checkup. He just sends Adam through the spin cycle through turns 1 and 2. We see everybody doing a pretty good job avoiding it. Then Barnett comes through, makes hard contact with the 8 machine. Matt Kleeman tries to avoid it. He's going to plow into the side of Barnett. Here comes Fry Hubbard, Brandon Pollock. The 09 of Daniel Stewart ramps off that 8 like a monster truck. And I believe that is pretty much going to do it here tonight for the 09 of Daniel Stewart, who just has been in the wrong place at the wrong time all night long. As we get the field getting ready to restack yet again. Okay, that time just Chris blinked out. That tells me that he had his own technical issues there. Looks like our stream is back to being stable. We get ready for the pace truck. Turn his lights off so we can get back to green flag racing here at New Hampshire. There we go. Lights are off on the pace truck. Again, McLean is going to choose the outside lane, putting Monteith down on the low side. So here we go. Field making their way off of turn number 4. How about Eddie Smith up into the 5th position? As McLean hits the gas, we're back green flag racing. And already Burkhalter and Monteith going at it. But Monteith with those fresher tires, he's going to be able to pull right alongside and pull right on by. They make their way down the backstretch. Talk about Eddie Smith now, currently up into the 6th position. Had a decent qualifying attempt. Uzi's got 3 wide right behind him. Brandon Wallace, Brett Bieber, Andy Kurtz were just 3 wide right behind Eddie Smith. They're still trying to sort it out back here. As Jamie Mullins starts sliding backwards, he's currently 6 spots behind where he started. And looking like he might lose another position to the 27 of Steve Loving. Brandon Wallace, though, still working hard on that high side, battling side by side with Andy Kurtz down into turn number 1. And oh, what a round! And Burkhalter is around. We see Brandon Wallace get a piece of it as well. Michael Swink up into the wall. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Try to get sorted out what happened here. Ooh, looks like Steve Loving got a little piece of this as well. Oh, Jonathan Cofield just overdrives the corner, catches Burkhalter, sends him around in turn number 1. See Brandon Wallace just come flying in there, just nowheres to go. And then in front of this, we see Steve Loving having some issues as well. Let's see what happened to Steve Loving. He's got Travis Bieber looking down underneath. Oh, he gets turned by Ryan Huff right in front. Swink goes around as well. Doesn't look like any damage to 27, though. Looks like he'll be able to continue on with no issues. As Chris McLean still stays out. Adam Lang's going to get that lucky dog wave around. Don't forget to join us every night of the week as we have live iRacing 7 nights a week here on Intensity Broadcasting. Tonight you've got your truck doubleheader. Tomorrow night the Extreme Forces Racing League ARCA Series will be taking on, I believe it's Rockingham tomorrow in the ARCA cars. Tuesday night we're down to just one truck race as the Doghouse Racing League has finished. Congratulations to Eddie Wisniewski with the championship in that league. So the SCSRA Truck Series will be taking off from New Hampshire Motor Speedway as well. Looks like my problems continue here on my end. I do, again, apologize for the technical issues there. Wednesday night, we do have our SCSRA Xfinity Series. Thursday night, Thunderstruck. Friday night, Xfinity with the original Rebels. Saturday night, Send It Cup Series, so live iRacing 7 nights a week here on Intensity Broadcasting. And the more and more I see the blink outs, I'm starting to think it might be on iRacing's end. So I do, again, apologize for the lag there. I've done everything on my end. Everything looks solid on my end over here. So green flags back in the air. McLean from that low line hits the gas and immediately gets back out into the lead. We've got some side-by-side racing behind as Cofield and Tyler Barnett are going at it. A couple playoff drivers. Playoff drivers are signified by those blue spoilers and splitters, as well as the blue banners across the top of the windshield. Kevin Kinder, good to see you here. Checking in. We are just about halfway here at New Hampshire. It's been a battle of carnage here tonight so far, but hopefully these drivers are going to start figuring out the track and how to drive it. And see a couple playoff drivers back here. See the 68 of Steve McDonald. Currently working his way through the field. Up 9 positions from where he started. Our biggest mover so far tonight is Gary Wright in the 21. Saw him have some issues early in the race. Currently up into the 12th position. Andy Kurtz, another big mover, up 13 positions from where he started. As it looks like we've got a battle for the lead heating up as Logan Monteith starting to catch the leader, Chris McLean. Chris McLean has not pit yet. He's still on the tires that he started this race with. Logan Monteith pitted on lap number 24 as they race side by side down into turn number 1. And Logan Monteith is going to take sole possession of the lead. A little further back, we see Ryan Huff, Ryan Derrick, Gary Wright, all in this little mix right here. And Steve McDonald right there as well, ready to pounce. Andy Kurtz has Michael Kosick now all over the back bumper. As the field makes their way off of turn number 4. Gary Wright getting passed now by the 68 of Steve McDonald. Move Gary Wright up into the 13th position. So he continues his climb forward as well. Steve Loving makes a move 3 wide with Braden Pollock and Bertosa. And again, I know Kevin's just joining. If you're just joining us, not really sure what's going on with the blinking cars. I do apologize for that as Bertosa overdrives the corner. And he's, makes contact with Adam Lang. And Lang is going to make hard inside contact with the inside wall and those tire barriers. No caution. As we take another look to see what happened to Adam Lang here, as he was stuck in the middle. Makes contact with the 43. Comes straight back across the track into the inside guardrail. And down into those tires. And a tough break for Adam Lang as Chris McLean now has a battle on his hands with the 84 of Tyler Barnett. Barnett's going to be able to go right on around as he's got much fresher tires as well. But McLean's trying to fight back on the low side. Kevin, there is a good number of drivers in here, 27. Hoping to see just as many in the next one. And I'm kind of surprised that McLean's able to hold on the way he is on these older tires. Again, he's on the tires he started on. And you can see the difference right there is he was not able to keep it straight off of the corner. And again, I do not know what's going on with the iRacing server that's causing these issues here tonight. And again, I do apologize. See Brandon Wallace battling with the 21 of Gary Wright. Hopefully you have less. Hopefully you have that number with less cautions. And yeah, cautions have been a lot tonight as we see another one almost happen. As Brandon Wallace really drove hard into the corner and oh, Gary Wright up into the wall. Oh! Caution is out and Gary Wright around. I'm not even sure what happened there. It looked like Greg Barnett just didn't see the slow 21 and it's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. That was just a very, very strange set of events right there. As we see Gary Wright having to make some contact with Brandon Wallace. Wright locks it up, goes up the track into the outside wall. Actually doesn't hit the wall. Able to keep it off the wall. Great piece of driving for that 21 machine. And then off of turn number 2, Gary Wright just doesn't see the 21 truck right there. Mike Bertosa Jr. also and Greg Froelich also made contact there. And it's right along here with Greg Barnett. We'll see if we can see what he saw. Yeah, he just didn't, because of the one of Brandon Pollock, he just was not able to see that as we got a bunch of drivers coming off of pit road. So now everybody's come down pit road except these two drivers right here did stay out. They were last on pit road on lap 37. That's Brandon Wallace and Matt Kleeman. Logan Monteith. Oh, Eddie Smith is stopped on the backstretch. I think he might have had a penalty for speeding on pit road. Has to fall to the end of the field. Eddie gets back going. Kevin Kinder asked if the track is flat. It is pretty flat. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is, like I said, my home track. It is just over a mile at 1.05, I think it is. Let's double check the numbers here. Yep, 1.058 miles. Surface is made of asphalt and granite, which is very tough on the tires here. The straightaways are banked at 1 degree. And the corners are banked at 2 degrees to 7 degrees at a 12% grade. So the very, very bottom of the track down by that yellow line is only 2 degrees. And all the way at the top next to the wall is 7 degrees. So a very, very flat track. It makes it interesting to get around this track. They call it the Magic Mile. It is a very, very fun track to watch a race at. There's always a lot of action everywhere on the track. And like I said, I always take the 2-hour drive to make it up to New Hampshire every year for the Cup and truck race, Xfinity. It's always a great race, always a great time up there. And I look forward to getting up there again this year in July. Here we go. Pace car has its lights off. We're re-racked, restacked, getting ready to refire. Pace truck pulls off on the pit road. Brandon Wallace hits the gas. We're back at green flag racing. Saw a couple drivers just not get going in the back. The 3 of Michael Kosick checked up the entire bottom line. As up front, we've already got a battle for the lead shaping up as Logan Monteith is able to get around Brandon Wallace. And Brandon Wallace having some issues here. We know, caution is out. Gonna bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind as like something happened with Tyler Barnett and Brandon Wallace there. I had my eyes off the screen for just a second. It looks like Brandon Wallace was struggling on that lower side, and Tyler Barnett just gets loose, comes down, catches the 99. They go spinning back across the track. So a tough break for the 99 of Brandon Wallace. And while we are under caution, I'm going to take this time to reboot iRacing, see if I can get the flashing to go away. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. We're back from our little commercial break there. The lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. And yes, the cows are getting a lot of airtime tonight. So green flag is back in the air. I'm doing everything I can to get that timing and scoring back up for you. Note it says replay on the screen, and I do apologize for that. Oh, we got one around. Caution is back out. Trying to see what happened here to bring this caution out. Looks like Fry Hubbard was involved in this. What actually happened in front of Fry Hubbard? Started with Eric Burkhalter, it looks like. Yeah, we see Eric Burkhalter and Michael Swink make some contact there. Come up and catch Brandon Pollock. And just all pile up. Eddie Smith involved. Oh, Fry Hubbard goes for a ride up and over. And we're going to put that Kinder Farmer Ranch screen up one more time as we try to get this all situated on our end over here. And I do apologize yet again for the technical difficulties that we're having on our end over here. And we'll be right back with you again in just a moment. Again, don't forget to join us after this one for the Sunday Night Truck Series. Hopefully we get all the gremlins figured out by then. First time in a long time that we've had such technical issues here tonight. Again, I do apologize for all the issues that we're having here tonight. But we're doing our best to get through it. Give you the best racing coverage possible here of the Outlaw Truck Series. Charles Stevens, I appreciate that. I'm doing, like I said, I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm rebooting the race one more time, seeing if I can get the issues to go away. The only thing I could think of doing was putting up the cows to help me out here, and hopefully I can get that timing and scoring to match up so we can have some standings on the screen. Field's getting ready to go back, green flag racing. And there they go. And again, I'm trying to get this fixed up here on my end. Well, it looks like caution is back out for Brandon Pollock and Mike Bertosa Jr. See if we can see what happened to these two drivers here. Again, I am fighting through these gremlins the best I can, and again, I do completely apologize for that. I do apologize. I cannot find what actually brought out that caution here tonight. Chris McLean, though, is currently your leader over Andy Kurtz and Michael Kosick. Jamie Mullins runs back in the 5th position. Travis Bieber in 6th. Ryan Huff, Brett Bieber, Steve Loving, Adam Lang, and Tyler Barnett round out the field. Do apologize for everything popping up on the screen. We're trying to see if I can make this at least get some kind of scoring up on the screen for you here tonight. Jonah Colbert usually does run in this race. Not really sure why he's not out here tonight, as green flag is back in the air. Chris McLean jumps back out to the lead. Caution is back out on the track. Looks like, oh, Eddie Smith having some issues here. So we bring our Kinder Farm and Ranch wreckage rewind and see if we can see what happened to the 87 of Eddie Smith. So it looks like Eddie was not the cause of the caution. See if we can figure out exactly what brought this caution out. Again, I do apologize. I know this is no fun to watch this race this way, but I'm trying to do everything I can to give you guys the best experience I can with what issues I'm having here. Apparently, the service that we use for our timing and scoring has gone down. I just read the notes there, so that's what's going on here, and that's why I'm trying to do what I can to work our way through this. Looks like Logan Monteith went around here, and that's what brought out this caution. They were battling for the lead. This is actually a battle for the lead. And Monteith and McLean just make some contact. Comes back across the track. Everybody's able to avoid him. So a good job to the field to avoid Monteith. And we are back at green flag racing. I do apologize for missing the restart there. I believe this is live. Yep, these are live pictures here. So Chris McLean continues to lead. Over second place, Andy Kurtz, up 15 spots from where he started. Jamie Mullins currently back in third. Michael Kosick in fourth. Tyler Barnett back in fifth. We've got a battle back here between Brandon Wallace and Ryan Huff here. This is a battle for 11th and 12th. And the 53 of Jonathan Cofield right in front in the 10th position. Now Cofield and Steve Loving are going at it. Cofield going to jump up into the 9th position around Steve Loving, and Steve Loving is going to have fire now from the 99 of Brandon Wallace. Logan Monteith trying to get himself back up, has Adam Lang all over the back bumper, trying to make his way up to Travis Beamer. There's a side-by-side battle currently for the 6th position. So Chris McLean has got himself out to almost a 1.5 second lead over Andy Kurtz. Adam Lang side by side with Jonathan Cofield. Lang trying to take away the 8th position. I'm sorry, that's Cofield taking away the 8th position from Adam Lang. So move Cofield up into the 8th position. And Cofield's been on a tear the last few laps moving forward. As the field is currently working lap number 86. We'll battle back here between Jamie Mullins and Andy Kurtz heating up. And Michael Kosick right there in the mix as well. A little further back, Travis Beamer has Cofield looking down underneath. So Cofield going places in a hurry. Now up into the 7th position. Oh, and yellow flag is out. Gary Wright is around. That's going to bring up a Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. So we take a look at what happened to Gary Wright here. Oh, make some contact with Michael Swink, goes spinning down into the infield, and that is what brings out our most recent caution. So everybody coming down onto pit road. See the race off pit road, and Tyler Barnett is going to beat Chris McLean off pit road. Andy Kurtz, Jamie Mullins, Michael Kosick, Logan Monteith, Jonathan Cofield, and Ryan Derrick make up your top 10. Adam Lang and Brandon Wallace did stay out here. So those two are going to be on much older tires than the field. I'm clicking around on buttons here, trying to get everything going on my side here and see if we can figure out what is causing the issues here. It just looks like just too many issues all over the place here tonight. Oh, that's a little too much there. At least we got some timing up on the screen for you. Green flag is back in the air. We are back racing here. We have 8 laps to go. At least we can get something up on the screen for you here tonight. It's Chris McLean has Adam Lang, who's trying everything he can to get back up there. Logan Monteith trying to battle his way back through the field as well. Oh, 53 of Jonathan Cofield has gone around. Caution is back out. And then he's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. As we take a look to see what happened to Cofield here. Oh, in the 88, Ryan Derrick just drives in just a little too deep there. Spins the 53, puts him up into the wall. Now we'll have just 6 laps to go. Again, I know the time and scoring isn't the prettiest looking up there. We're trying to do everything we can to get something for you guys up on the screen. See Steve Loving driving down through the grass. Not really sure what that is all about. Doing a little off-roading in his Silverado. So we go green flag racing. We should have just a few laps to go. I believe the lights will be shutting off on the pace car this time by. Nope, lights stay on. We're going to go one more lap under with the pace lights on. So here we go. Chris McLean's going to choose the outside. Adam laying down on the inside in P number 2. And Andy Kurtz and Brandon Wallace round out row number 2. Jamie Mullins and Tyler Barnett back in row number 3. And we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a green-white checker here. As the field rolls off of turn number 4, pace truck's getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Immediately, McLean to the gas. We are back green flag racing, just 2 laps to go. Brandon Wallace, Andy Kurtz side by side. Kurtz drives it in hard. He's going to try to get alongside Adam Lang here through turns 1 and 2. And move Andy Kurtz up. Oh, as they continue to be side by side, and Andy Kurtz is going to slide up in front of Adam Lang and take over that second position. White flag is in the air. We have just 1 lap to go. No matter what happens here, the race will finish at the end of this lap. Adam Lang trying to hold on to that 3rd position, that final podium spot. Jamie Mullins, though, now looking down underneath. Andy Kurtz loses it. He spins off a turn at number 2. That's going to give Jamie Mullins 2nd place. Adam Lang fighting for 3rd. Here comes Tyler Barnett to the inside. Chris McLean is going to win it here. Jamie Mullins is going to come in 2nd. Tyler Barnett is going to edge out Adam Lang for 3rd. And Chris McLean, again, is your winner here tonight. As he's already celebrating, doing a little drift in there through turns 3 and 4. As Chris McLean burns it down on the front stretch in that Po-Man Motorsports machine. And while he's celebrating on the front stretch, oh, here comes Steve Loving in to finish his celebration as the Demolition Derby ensues. Let's take a look, see what happened to Andy Kurtz here. Just loses it off of turn number 2. Tries to check it up. You see Monteith get down into Travis Bieber. So those two make hard contact, and all carnage ensuing on the backstretch there. But Chris McLean is your winner. Let's take a look at your results. And I apologize if they look kind of funky on the screen here. Oh, they look pretty good there. Chris McLean is your winner. Jamie Mullins comes home second. Tyler Barnett, Adam Lang, and Brandon Wallace round out your top 5. Mike Kosick, Logan Monteith, Ryan Derrick, Brett Bieber, and Ryan Huff round out your top 10. Then Eric Burkhalter is in 11th. Jonah Cofield in 12th. Steve McDonald, Michael Swink, and Steve Loving are your top 15. 16th, Greg Froelich. 17th is Matt Kleeman. 18th, Gary Wright. 19th, Andy Kurtz. And Travis Bieber comes home in 20th. 21st is Greg Barnett. Eddie Smith, 22nd. Brandon Pollock, 23rd. Mike Bertosa Jr. comes home 24th. Fry Hubbard, 25th. Daniel Stewart in 26th. And Gene Watkinson comes home in your 27th position. Let's bring in your Thunderstruck post-race interviews here. Let's see if we can get in our third place finisher, Tyler Barnett. I just realized that I was never in the channel. All right, let's see if we can get our top 3 in here. There we go. Tyler, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, great job tonight. Start on pole. Got caught up a little bit in mid-race. Got kind of off cycle. Able to drive yourself back up there and get a podium finish tonight. Good points night for you in the playoffs as well. How did your night go, and how did the strategy change as all the cautions plagued the race here tonight?
So I kind of have an idea that it was going to be a caution-filled race just because it's a cut line race. Like I was racing pretty aggressively just because I knew if I was on that line, I was on that 5 line, and I had to beat quite a few people. But I didn't try to go off strategy. I just wanted to make it a 1 or 2 stop at most. But all the cautions kind of fell into my hands, especially late. But yeah, I mean, I kind of screwed myself when I lost it. I thought we were 3 wide. I heard my spotter call 3 wide, and then I thought we were 4 wide for a second. So I lost it there, but I was able to drive back.
Well, amazing run here, and we'll get back up into the top 3. And man, a lot of hard battling out there tonight. I saw a lot of 2 and 3 wide racing out there tonight, and even with all the cautions, it was pretty insane. How was the experience on track here tonight with this league?
So I love this track. This is one of my favorite tracks, and I mean, as you could probably tell, I was relatively pretty good here. I do think I probably should have maybe won it, if not top 2, but it is what it is. I'll take a podium. But I love it here. I absolutely adore this track.
Yeah, as I've mentioned on the broadcast a couple times, this is my home track. So for me, it's exciting to see the racing here. And again, congrats on the podium. Before we let you go tonight, anyone you want to thank, any shout out you got to give?
Of course. Thank you to Hardline Transport Solutions sponsoring the series. That's a great series, very, very, very competitive. And then I want to support Dangling Racing. Sorry, I'm still a little shaky. That was a tough battle. And then Skill Race Designs, as well as the Crypto Shibu Inu. And then obviously my team, Evil Empire, with Rays and ABR Setup Shop, just all those guys that allowed me to be here and invite me to this league.
Well, again, awesome job tonight. I'm sure as the playoffs wind down, We'll be talking again soon.
Oh, I hope so. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna try to get up there.
There you go. Have a great night.
You too, man.
So that was your third place finisher, Tyler Barnett. Let's bring in your second place finisher, Jamie Mullins. Jamie, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, great job tonight. You kind of hung around the top 10 all night long and just at the right place at the right time there at the end to get yourself on the podium in second. Uh, how did you do? How did the battling through the field tonight get you where you had to be here tonight?
Just patience. I figured, these guys would be running pretty hard at the start, especially on new tires. I pretty consistent on the long runs. I mean, my time does fall off, but I start catching them as the runs go. It's just the cautions fell at the wrong time. But Andy, I think, spun out there on the last lap, and I was able to pull up into the second spot. But I don't think I had anything for Chris. But he was just really in a league of his own pretty much all night.
Yeah, for sure he was, and like I said, Andy's spinning there off of turn number 2. Looks like he just lost the handle on the truck coming off turn number 2, and there was a lot of cautions. You said it kind of wrong time for all the cautions to come out. Did it kind of really mess with your strategy tonight? Did you have a strategy coming in, and how did it change as the race went on?
I didn't really have a strategy. I was actually just glad I was up there running with all those blue fans, the playoff drivers, just to see where I stacked up. I normally, whenever the leaders pit, I pitted. I mean, I was just playing follow the leader for the most part. But there at the closing laps, I thought, well, I might have a shot at this. All it takes is for a couple slip ups, and I'm right there. But of course, Chris, he didn't slip up. He just kept that thing on a rail, and I was just glad to come home in second, and really glad I was able just to see the leaders, to be honest. But these guys are great. I mean, they want the best of the best, I think. And to be up there running with these guys, to me, is great.
Well, again, great job tonight coming home in P2. Before we let you go, anyone want to thank? Any shout outs you got to give here tonight?
Oh yeah, first off, series sponsor Hardline, Transport Solutions, Dangling Racing Designs. I got to thank my teammate, the Greg Barnett. Great intentions. We work pretty well together, bouncing ideas back and forth. You guys, I mean, y'all do an awesome job in the booth. Peg Leg, Evil Empire, Thunderstruck, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Smeel, Racing Designs, McKay Motorsports, and Sabuski Window Tinting. Those guys here is what makes this league run, and all the drivers. I mean, they go out there and put on a show for everybody pretty much every week, and hopefully everybody watching it, had fun just as much as we did.
For sure, and even though I had a little technical difficulties, if you go back and watch this one, I had a few issues through the race, but man, it was a great race overall, and congrats on the runner-up position, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon as the season goes on.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You as well. That was your second place finisher, Jamie Mullins. Let's bring in your winner tonight, the 05 of Chris McLean. Chris, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, boy.
Man, your truck was on rails all night long, coming home with the win. A little bit of contact out there towards the end of the race too. Just hard racing overall. How were you able to keep that truck on rails all night when everybody else seemed to be slipping up and losing their tires and not able to keep the trucks underneath them?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Just this track really just fits my driving style. I got into it with Logan there at the beginning, which was completely unintentional. Just cold tires and got on the brakes a little too hard, and there's a couple bumps there in turn 3 that just upset the truck really bad. Same thing with the second deal we got together. I kind of caught him there, and had a pretty good run. I tried to go down low to the apron to give him room, but I got on that bump just weird when it bounced the rear end up, and I just lost all rear grip, and it just started sliding up the track. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't mean to do it, but we definitely had a good truck tonight, and I always tend to do pretty good here. Just really on the long run, I was surprised I was able to hang there with them on them old tires. I slipped up a little bit getting into one, missed the shift, and Logan got under me and was able to get by, and then they just had a little bit better grip in the middle of the corner. Tyler got by clean, and I was just able to ride there and kind of just stay with them and keep them in touch. And these tracks always tend to be who gets on pit road at the right time. But it was a fun race. I had a pretty good green flag run there at the end, and was able to show our ability to get around this track. It's a little caution fest at the beginning, but it is what it is sometimes.
Yeah, you talk about the cautions there at the beginning. Did that kind of throw off your strategy or play into anything that changed for you during the race?
Yeah, I was the way they were coming. I was just like, I'm just gonna stay out and try to time it right. I knew there was gonna be a somewhat of a green flag run at some point, and I thought that Logan and Tyler had made the right call because we had I don't know, 15, 20 lap run there, and I just didn't think the caution was ever going to come, and I knew, for 50 laps to go, I was never going to be able to hold on. So luckily, I was able to get it and get on pit road. They actually come down too, and just had I slid through my box and come out, I don't know, fifth or so, and was able to work my way back up to the front. Like I said, I was planning on getting up there and trying to race with Logan. He actually missed turn 4 just a little bit, and that's what allowed me to get that run. This track's so hard to pass on. I probably should have waited and set him up the next corner, but I just anticipation got the best of me, and I just started in there and got on the bump and didn't realize I was in turn 3. Really, I thought we was going into 1, and got on the bump, got up into him. I apologize, but part of racing sometimes.
Sure is. And again, great job with the win here tonight. Before I let you go, though, anybody you want to thank? Any shout-outs you got to give?
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to everybody that has anything to do with the league. Smell Racing Designs, Dang Lane Racing Designs, Intensity Broadcasting, of course, you up in the booth do a great job. Pegleg Phelps, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch. Garrett Kinder, he's always doing a lot for this league, and everybody that has anything to do with it. Also want to give a big shout out to all my teammates. My family, that's the biggest thing, man. They're the backbone. Allow me to do this and come up here and have a good time with my friends. And, just a great group of guys to race with on Sunday night.
For sure. Well, again, congrats on the win tonight, and I'm sure as the season goes on, we'll be talking to you again soon.
Thank you, buddy.
So that's your winner tonight, Chris McLean. Brandon Wallace up 18 positions tonight. He is your Evil Empire Sim Sport Hard Charger Award winner tonight. So congratulations to Brandon Wallace. Well, we'll be back here in just a few minutes for our second race tonight. We're going to see, hopefully that one goes off a little bit better than this one. And our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over